Hello, security you, and welcome back to Let's Play Wii Sports! In today's video, it's time for baseball! Probably one of the only sports in real life that I actually care about.
Play ball!
I always get goosebumps hearing that sound. I can't actually hear the audio while I'm recording this video, but... are you kidding me? I can't actually hear the audio while I'm recording this. I did not change my sister's name on this thing. Okay. Yeah, she used to go by a different username, but now she goes by Mercury and stuff. Is she gonna do... Oh, yeah! Awesome job, Mercury! Heck yeah! You got this, meanie beanie. Man, it's so... That sounds about right. Mustachio. Oh, I love that meme. But, like, seeing all these me's all together and things like that, it brings back so many memories. So... Wow, I suck at this game. Well, we got 1 point, so that's fun. Change sides. I just love that little hop as they go across the field. It's so cute. Okay, so when you're on the pitcher, you have 4 options for throwing. Throw the ball regularly, and you can throw a fastball. We also got a couple other options too. The A button will do the screwball. B button will do the curveball.
Double!
And the last one will be the splitter. Now that one's a bit of a risky one to do because with the splitter, if you're not careful with that one, and you're gonna get it'll count as a ball instead of a strike or things like that. So I'll be completely honest, the rules of baseball, I don't fully get them. So okay, I get the basics of it. You smack the ball, you go across the field, you get single, double, triple, home run, all that fun stuff, and so. Like, I get the general gist of it, but there was also a couple things where it's like, wait, hold on, why is that person allowed to go forward? Like, why did that count? They didn't hit the ball, why are they going forward? Things like that always throw me off whenever I watch baseball and things like that, so that's a bit of an amusing time. I don't watch baseball a whole lot. Like, I never... Ah, yeah! Ah, how you doing, Matt? Oh, you're such an iconic me! Change sides.
Foul ball! You're out!
This meme that we made is a bit of a... She's a bit of a fun one to think about nowadays. The last... Ah! Adri, my roommate! How you doing? In between videos, she actually called me because she just got off work and it was like wanted to tell me about her day and things like that. It was really cool. We have this funny tradition where whenever one of us is getting off work, we'll call the other one and let them know, alright, you have 10-20 minutes to kick out the party guests before I come home or whatever. We don't say party guests, but I'm not going to say the actual word that we use because this is an E-rated game. But yeah, this me is my mom, and wow. I'm not good at this game. I will say, Wii Sports is definitely a lot more fun when you're playing with other people. Baseball in general, though, I gotta say, this is probably one of the more fascinating ones to watch during speedruns. Because baseball really is the make or break it when it comes to Wii Sports speedrunning. Because basically, the big category most folks will go to is a 5-sport speedrun, where you win a game of tennis, you win a game of baseball, you get perfect score in bowling. You had a good score in golf and then boxing and things like that. So there's a couple things that can kill a good speedrun in Wii Sports. So there's this game where the strikes and things like that, they're really like a matter of it's like completely random whether or not they're going to actually work or anything like that. I think this is like made up me. So it's kind of like completely random whether or not the Mii's are going to catch the ball when they go out into the field and things like that. And the point in speedrunning for this is to try to get a good, just like try to get like a mercy kill. I believe how that works is that if you're like 5 points ahead of the other team or something like that, and they get a strike or whatever, we got a point. The little hop they do at the end of that, my family and I, we would always do the Smurf song. Like I'll sing it when we see the next score. Oh, Mercury, you're amazing! La 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 la. Woo hoo woo hoo. That's what we always did when we got a home run. It was one of my favorite things ever. But yeah, like with speedrunning in this game, it was kind of this is the one that's like one of the more random ones because it's really difficult to get a mercy kill on this game with a computer player. So wow, you're sweating so much. I'm wondering, can we actually get a mercy kill out of this? Is that what the sweat is for? Because I do believe it is 5 points ahead of the other team before it'll count as a mercy kill. So let's see if we can actually pull this off.
Foul ball. Home run.
Woohoo, woohoo! Yeah, people, she's a really fascinating me to look back on. So I don't know exactly where she came from. We made a bunch of Mii's who were just fun made up characters and things like that. So we made people. My Mii when I was a kid was named Padche, for Padawan Joey, and me trying to be clever and things like that would made an evil version of Padche called Padel, like changing the J backwards to an L, kind of like a Wario equivalent for my Mii. And so we made characters like that. And the interesting thing about people was that I think Mini Beanie was the one who created her, and she based her off Kimmy from Rugrats and things like that. And I always found that really fascinating because Kimmy was always one of her favorite names and things like that. And she would always say that whenever she'd have kids, she'd want to name her after Kimmy from Rugrats because she was her favorite character on that show. So that's something that's always amusing to think back on. Ah, crap. Okay, I don't think it would have counted as a mercy kill because we're in the 3rd inning of the game. There's only 3 innings in baseball. In Wii Sports, they don't do 9-inning games, unfortunately. I wish there was a way you can customize it, because it would have been nice if you could have add a few more options with that. But unfortunately, they don't really do that in this game. So the exact details I'm a little bit foggy on, but to get the mercy kill during speedruns, basically they have to have 5 points towards the beginning of the game, in the 1st inning. And okay, I'm getting a little bit nervous now. I don't want them to win this. Come on, we need one more person to strike out. But yeah, and then they'll do the thing where they'll throw the ball and the baseball bat will barely tap it, so that one of the people closer to the field will catch it and knock them out and then trigger a mercy kill.
Batter out. That's the game.
We're gonna play through one more game because that was a little bit short. So we'll do one more game and then we'll call it for this episode. I wish I made more Miis before starting this. So a lot of the fun Miis that we'd made, they were back on my original Wii. And I was thinking about using that to record this Let's Play, but the disk drive on it's not working, so I'm using my Wii U instead. And we don't have as many fun Miis on this one. I think Mustachio is pretty much the only one who's... Like, Mustachio and people are the only ones who are, like, not based off real people. So... Dang, Mercury! You're a superstar today! Man, I gotta say, I don't know if she's watching this, but I gotta say, Mercury, she's really grown as a gamer these past few years. So, she wasn't much of a gamer when we were growing up. Growing up, like, between the three of us siblings, I'd always get video games, Minnie B would always get clothing, mostly, like, shoes and stuff like that, and Mercury would always get books. She was very much the reader of the family, and it's been really nice and wholesome seeing how much she's grown as a gamer these past couple years. Like she's wanted me to start playing Split Fiction with her, so hopefully I'll be able to do that at some point. But she's a monster when it comes to Fortnite. Like I didn't think that'd be the game that she'd be interested in, because like it doesn't really seem like the kind of game that she'd want. Yeah, like whenever we do play together, she's always talking about like her latest like super awesome plays and things like that. And like I'm always super proud of hearing like how well she does when she plays Fortnite. She's also playing a lot more Pokemon, and it's really fascinating because we did not grow up on Pokemon at all. So I didn't play my first Pokemon game until I was 18 years old. I got Pokemon Yellow on the 3DS, and I knew about Pokemon obviously, and I was interested in trying it out. But my big experience with Pokemon before that were like watching Let's Plays. So like I didn't really know anything about Pokemon, and just in the past couple years or so, Mercury's become a bit of a Pokemon expert. It's really cool. She wanted to get Scarlet and Violet, and like I keep thinking about it, but like I don't know if I want to get Scarlet and Violet because they just look so buggy, and I don't really like the visual style of the game. So that's one where I'm not quite sure if I will actually want to get it. Like as it is Sword and Shield, that game, Sword and Shield were fine, but that game also kind of annoys me because it just screams missed potential. Because it should have been like the greatest Pokemon game of all time. It was the first mainline game on a console, but like the fact that that's the game where they decided that they were going to cut the Pokedex, and it's like, dude, you had like 800 Pokemon on the frickin' 3DS. So why are you limiting it to like 400 on Switch? And the thing is, between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, there are still Pokemon who haven't made it onto like a Switch game. And it's like, when you have that in mind, and you're also charging people to store your Pokemon now because you have Pokemon Home, that's... Yeah, this generation was not a good one to start getting into Pokemon. I'm hoping Pokemon like improves with the next generation and things like that. I don't know if they will. They probably will continue doing the bare minimum with the games, because like the thing is, they are good solid games. Like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, they are still good solid games, but like it's just kind of hard to become a Pokemon fan nowadays with like how much you can tell they're doing just the bare minimum with the games nowadays. People! I know they do this for graphic limitations, but I always thought it was really cute seeing the stadium in this game. How they're just little dots. It's just so cute. And like simple graphics like this, I love. So yeah, like awesome graphics like hyper realistic graphics and things like that. Like I used to hate them, but I've grown a lot more fond of them in recent years. But I'm also starting to kind of go back into preferring like stylized things because oh come on! Okay, focus, concentrate.
Foul ball. Foul ball.
Oh come on!
Batter out. Change sides.
Ah, this one's not going well at all. This one is not going well, and I'm getting really nervous now. Okay. Yeah, what I was trying to say was that I like cute graphics like this. And I feel like major companies trying to focus on realistic graphics are kind of killing them. Because it's just making game development more expensive. It's making it take more time to develop and things like that. And like, who really cares at this point? Just make the game fun. Yeah, like going back to, let's talk about my actual history with baseball. So, like, I'm not a sports guy whatsoever. I do not care that much about sports. We would occasionally watch like the football halftime shows or whatever whenever the mood strike us, but none of us ever really paid attention to the game. It was just mostly on for background noise. Like we were very much not a sports family, and so baseball was really the only one that I got into because growing up, my mom and dad were cast members at Disney World. My mom drove both, my dad drove buses. So we went to Disney World a lot, and one of the things we do is go to the ESPN Wide World of Sports whenever baseball teams are doing their training seasons. So we'd watch baseball games like that. I don't remember all the teams we watched. The big one I remember hearing about was the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's pretty much the only one that I knew about for the longest time. But my team, if I could call it that, I only say my favorite team would be the Seattle Mariners, only because I didn't own them for a while. But even then, they don't own them anymore, so I don't really care about them that much anymore. But some of my family cared about the Seattle Mariners. I know my grandparents liked the White Sox, so that's pretty much the extent of my baseball knowledge. But in the past couple years, I've been really liking softball a lot more because at Disney, they have softball teams with cast members, and they'll play games at ESPN every now and then. And some of my friends who work at Galaxy's Edge, they're part of a team. They're part of a team called the Debt Runners, and like I haven't been able to watch a whole lot of their games this season, but I would try to go to as many of their games as I possibly could. And it's always really fun, like supporting my friends and things like that as they're playing through their softball seasons. There's like one friend in particular who was really excited to be on the team, so it was really fun to be there to support her and things like that. Alright, Ray, you got this. You got this. I believe in you. Never mind. Yo, mama. That was the meme that my mom made. Oh, come on! Mom, how could you do that? Okay, we got this. We got this. You can do a meanie beanie. It knocked out of the other person's hand, and the other one caught it. That's amusing.
Foul ball.
I think the exclamation point over their head says that the ball's being thrown a lot faster than usual. So if you ever see the exclamation point over their head, that's when you want to throw the baseball, like when you swing the baseball bat just a little bit sooner.
Foul ball.
Oh, come on!
You're out.
Okay, we can still do this if we don't let them score anything. We can do this! Do not let them score a singular thing. Okay, yeah, going back to the Debt Runner thing, it's always pretty amusing seeing them play the thing. It's always really fun watching them play through their softball games. And one thing that's kind of amusing is that by now most of my friends who like I started working with have gone on to other things by now, but some of them are still part of the Netrunners team. And like it's pretty amusing because when I was looking at who's playing this season, I think most of them don't work at Galaxy's Edge anymore. And it's really amusing to see because I guess I know for a fact at least one of them doesn't even work for Disney anymore. They moved on to Universal a couple years ago, and so that's pretty fun to see. But it's still a nice fun way to get back in. I can see friends that I haven't reworked with for the past couple years. So yeah, it's always nice to see my friends playing their games and things like that. Okay. We gotta be careful. We can't even let anybody get a single at this point. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous at this point. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, one more strikeout. One more. We got this. Foul ball. Okay. Okay. Oh, we did it. Oh, that was so nerve-wracking. But we did it. Yippee! Okay, we did it. Alright, I was so nervous that we're gonna lose that last one, but I'm so glad that we got it. Okay. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode of Wii Sports. It's so amusing. I thought this was just gonna be like a silly, dumb Let's Play that wasn't gonna be all that memorable, but I'm really enjoying this one so far. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Wii Sports, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.